SwissBorg is now the official partner of my channel, so you can buy, earn, stake, sell, all in one secure mobile platform. Download using the link in the description, deposit €50 or more and you'll receive up to €100 worth of their native token CHSB. SwissBorg! Hello everybody, welcome back. So today is the CPI day, so let's just start with talking about the CPI. CPI is inflation data. This is an independently number crunched CPI data for America, and it shows that the trend is still down, and that's reflected on the official CPI data. Now the true inflation here, which is like I say, it's independently verified, still just below 9%. Now that's not the official data, but let's just focus on the trend, and they seem to believe that the trend is down. I seem to believe that the trend is down, and so I'm expecting to see CPI of inflation slightly lower than it was last month. Only a small amount, and I think the markets have more or less priced that in. This is your Dixie here, so your dollar index. We see what's going on here. A small pullback on this trend here. We might get picked up on the 10 exponential on the weekly. We might even break down to the 21 exponential. But this, like I said, I think that with the CPI coming out today, showing sort of a dribble of good news for inflation in America, is probably going to cause this to continue either to go sideways and down, or maybe a little bit further down. We'll probably get another couple of weeks of this sort of thing, and this will allow for most markets to continue up. This is Nasdaq, for instance. We called the everything bounce over here, sold around here, which is still looks like a genius move, but it's very obvious. Buy the bottom, sell the top, and we've not made a new low on this one. So this one could actually be looking to break out over time, and we know the correlation between Nasdaq and Bitcoin, so we can only assume that sort of strength will be felt across the board for Bitcoin. Maybe not for altcoins, because we know that we've got the merge coming, and the Bitcoin dominance is having a bounce from 40% dominance, or that area at least, which is what we've always been saying. Every time you come down to this area, it's not a place to be overexposed to altcoins. We call it the train dodge. You go in at a resistance, you make some decent altcoin profit, whether it's 50, 100, 200%, whatever. But the closer you get down to the main area of support, 40% as far as I'm concerned, we call it a train dodge. You want to try and get out, whether it's into a Tether position or a Bitcoin position. Tether was relatively appropriate as well, considering that this whole bear market is still in full swing, not having a confirmed bottom. Normally I would say get out into Bitcoin the lower you go, because whatever you do, Bitcoin's going to be either going up or going down at a lesser speed. But this time around I was a little bit more skeptical, trying to bag as much profit as I could throughout this period, because it's been a decent 2 or 3 months worth of trading. So I wanted to make sure that I've got a load of cash on the side waiting to deploy in the right time. And I want to buy lots of altcoins, because if you think about what we see here is that this has been a bear market, but the dominance chart has been extremely low, unlike last time where the bear market really kicked in and the dominance chart went straight up to the absolute moon. So altcoins, they are showing definite differences this time around than they did last time, and I do believe that this next bull market, when it finally arrives, is going to be led largely by altcoins, and we'll see low Bitcoin dominance throughout. Also, altcoins have a much better staking rewards than Bitcoin anyway, so if you're looking for a long-term position, buy, hold, stake. And at the beginning of a bull market, it would be most appropriate time to do it, because you'd be looking to stake for 3 years. Anyway, outside of all this stuff, let's just have a think about Bitcoin. So on the shorter-term timeframes, there is showing signs of relative promise, but also a little bit of concern. So if we see this on the 4-hourly, bearish divergence on the way up, a golden cross looking like it wants to confirm today. So the normal expectation of this would be that the golden cross forms at some point today, and over the next week, well, probably over the next few days, we see a pullback into it, and whether it can hold that area is that's the key. We were expecting a bearish retest of this, we didn't get it. Now we've broken it and we're looking for a golden cross. You'd be looking for a bullish retest of this. It's not the only thing you'd be looking for, but it is one of the main things I would be focused on. Bearish divergence on this way up, which is fine. Golden cross looking for a retest, that's fine. So either way, we'll be looking for a bit more of a pullback on this one over the next week or so, with or without CPI, with or without the ETH merge, which again I've spoken enough of, but I strongly believe that is a buy the rumors, sell the news. Basically, I think we're going to see a dump across the board on that one, and that will show or here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. if, and well, I should say when we get to around 43.7, 43.8% dominance, or we could just call it 44% dominance, that might be a time to think about, incrementally scraping up some altcoins, because we recognize that this is low. This usually works very well on a horizontal basis as far as supports and resistances are concerned, and we do have small reactions from this area, so there might be some altcoin setups and opportunities around this level to buy, and we'd get there very quickly in the form of an Ethereum dump. Ethereum dumps, market dumps, Bitcoin dumps less, altcoins dump more. We see 44% dominant hit. Excellent. If it continues on, no big deal. Like I say, you would be buying blind really when you're doing this sort of thing, unless we can find certain setups. I think that would be unreasonable, generally speaking, because you look at Bitcoin pairs really to trade altcoins when the Bitcoin dominance reaches support or resistance, and for the moment, all the sats are being drained, and so we'd have to look at these individually bit by bit, and that's what we'll be doing tonight, no doubt, on the Patreon live stream. So yeah, I think inflation effectively shows a lower read today. Markets continue to go up. Bitcoin, through association with markets, will go up. But let's not beat around the bush. The main thing is that we are looking for a retest of this golden cross area. When it hits, we've got bearish divergence on the 4-hourly. We are at major resistance on the weekly as well. So I'm not saying it can't break all these areas today. Of course it could. But there's so many resistances on the higher term timeframes, leading all the way up to around 25,000, plus the bearish divergence on the 4-hourly, just makes it feel as though it needs to have a retest before it even begins to go back up again. And with the merge this week, I probably still want to leave the majority of trading crypto alone until that merge takes place and we see the aftermath of it, where for better or for worse. But the main thing is that with the Dixie coming down on it, with its bearish divergence on the weekly, offering these areas at least either a static sideways 107 or maybe a retest of potentially around 105, 106, that's good. That is good, and this should give at least markets the ability or the capacity to try and move up over a few weeks, and that'll be mostly seen in traditional markets. I think crypto is like an afterthought at the moment, because it's, like I say, it's all very much built into the system, and we haven't really confirmed a bottom for Bitcoin or the market, although we can speculate that there has been a bottom. We haven't confirmed it yet, so bull market not yet technically begun, but bear market potentially getting closer and closer to an end. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll see you on the stream tonight. If not, have a nice day and take it easy.